The hardest decisions you will ever make are not the ones where the answer is obvious. They're the ones where every option has a cost. The information is incomplete, and people are waiting on you to say something. Most people freeze in those moments. They wait for more information, more clarity, more time. But real leadership does not always give you the luxury of waiting. Sometimes you have to move with what you have. Today, we talk about how to make good decisions when nothing is clear, and how to build the kind of judgment that holds up under pressure when it matters most. Welcome back to Thinking and Growing. We have been building through this leadership series, and today we get into something every leader faces and most are never formally taught how to handle. Decision-making under uncertainty. Not the easy decisions, the ones where the path is not clear, the stakes are real, and the clock is running. I have been in those rooms. I have had to make calls that affected people's careers, their futures, and their well-being with incomplete information and limited time. What I learned in those moments is what this video is built on. Let's get into it. The reason unclear decisions feel so difficult is not because you lack intelligence or experience. It is because your brain is designed to seek certainty. And when certainty is not available, it generates anxiety as a warning signal. That anxiety is not a sign that you are making the wrong call. It is a sign that the stakes are real and you are taking them seriously. The leaders who feel nothing when making hard decisions are usually the ones not thinking deeply enough about the consequences. The problem is that most people respond to that anxiety by either freezing or rushing. Freezing looks like waiting indefinitely for more information that may never come. Rushing looks like making a fast call just to relieve the discomfort of uncertainty. Neither one is good decision-making. Both are emotional responses dressed up as strategy. Good decision-making under uncertainty is something different entirely. It is the ability to tolerate the discomfort of not knowing while still moving forward deliberately. That ability is a skill, and like every other skill we have talked about in this series, it can be built. Here's what separates people who make good decisions under pressure from people who struggle with it. They separate facts from assumptions. When things are unclear, the mind fills the gaps with assumptions. And those assumptions often feel like facts because they come from inside your own head. Effective decision makers stop and ask, what do we actually know versus what are we assuming? That one question cuts through a massive amount of confusion. They define the real decision. Most unclear situations feel overwhelming because people are trying to solve everything at once. Good decision makers narrow it down. What is the one decision that actually needs to be made right now? Not eventually, right now. Everything else gets set aside until that one thing is resolved. They consider the cost of not deciding. Indecision is itself a decision. It has consequences just like any other choice. Great decision makers factor in what happens if they wait too long alongside what happens if they move too soon. Sometimes waiting is the right call, but it should be a deliberate choice, not a default. They make the call and own it. Once a decision is made, effective leaders commit to it fully. They do not second-guess it publicly. They do not undermine it by constantly revisiting it. They move forward with conviction and adjust as new information arrives. Here is a practical framework you can use the next time you are facing a decision where nothing feels clear. Step 1. Pause and breathe. Not for hours, for 60 seconds. Just enough to get out of reactive mode and into thinking mode. That 60 seconds is not weakness. It is the most valuable minute you will spend in that situation. Step 2. Write down what you know for certain. Not what you think, not what you fear, what you actually know. Seeing the facts in front of you separates reality from the noise your anxiety is generating. Step 3. Identify your 2 or 3 real options. Not every possible option, the 2 or 3 that are actually on the table right now. Then for each one, ask what is the best case, what is the worst case, and what is most likely. Step 4. Make the decision that you can defend. Not the perfect decision, the defensible one. The one that a reasonable person looking at the same information would understand, even if they might have chosen differently. In unclear situations, that is the standard. Defensible, not perfect. Step 5. Communicate the decision clearly. Tell the people who need to know what was decided and why. You do not need to share every detail of your thinking, but people follow decisions better when they understand the reasoning behind them. If this framework is something you can use, hit the like button. And subscribe if you have not already, because this series keeps building and every video adds another tool to your leadership arsenal. Here is the long game on decision making. Every decision you make, good or bad, is a data point. And the leaders with the best judgment are not the ones who were born with it. They are the ones who paid attention to their data points over time. After every significant decision, do a quick review. What information did I have? What did I decide and why? How did it turn out? What would I do differently? That review process, done consistently over months and years, builds a level of judgment that cannot be taught in a classroom or learned from a book alone. It comes from experience reflected on honestly. The leaders I respect most are not the ones who never made bad calls. They are the ones who made bad calls, owned them, learned from them, and came back with better judgment the next time. That is the cycle, and it never stops. Unclear decisions are not going away. The higher you go in any area of life, the more of them you will face. The goal is not to eliminate the uncertainty. The goal is to build the judgment, the process, and the confidence to move through it without falling apart. Pause and breathe. Separate facts from assumptions. Define the real decision. Make the defensible call. Communicate it clearly. And then review it honestly, so your judgment gets sharper every single time. Everything we cover in this series comes from my book, Thinking and Growing. The link is in the description. Go grab your copy. Subscribe. Share this with someone who is facing a hard decision right now, and I will see you in the next one. Think deeper, lead better, grow on purpose.